Greetings, everybody. This is Daniel. This is Daniel Anderson. Welcome back for more Unturned. Welcome back to another Unturned mod showcase. And today we actually got an assortment of a bunch of smaller mods, which I figured might as well fit into one video since they're considering that these mods are really small and they don't really do that much on their own. So anyway, we got Tony over here waiting for us over at Washington. He has a little camp set up. So let's see how let's go and meet him. There. Oh, what no. Oh, all right. You're right. Since so you got my no, you got my magic, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got a lot of interesting things to show you. So how about we come on? Yeah, come over here, and I will show you. And don't worry about the jetpack. It's all good. So just come on over, and actually let's close this door so to make sure that we're not gonna be spied on. So yeah, first what's okay, let's start with this. So you ever so any if you so you ever had a feeling that when you're taking money from cash registers and ATMs, that don't you ever hate it that you get do do you ever had a moment where you basically had so much different so many different donators of money that yeah, that you keep running out of space when you're trying to pick up injury when you trying to pick up to more important stuff. Well, no more. We see now. You basically go to crafting menu, and you go to gear, and this is where it all starts. You can act you can combine smaller the small you can combine smaller the you can combine smaller amounts of money to make a larger. For example, if I want, I can take 2 loonies, and I can turn them into 1 toonie. And of course I can yeah, this works both way. You can either may turn small ones into big ones, or big ones back into small ones. So so then alright, loonies, and let's see. So I have one $10. Alright, so look at that. Instantly much more space efficient. But let's do more. So let's turn the $20 notes back into $10 notes. So now I have 5 $10 notes, and I can turn all of them into one $50 note. Look at that. So much space saved with this simple trick. And then anyway, this is where it's gonna get more interesting. So some of you some you might be familiar with the fact with with you might be familiar with this TV series called The Walking Dead. And not Walking Dead, and there's this and basically in The Walking Dead there's this one guy who carries around carries around a baseball bat with barbed wire all around it. Well then, so you go to tools, and I, I mean you can take a baseball bat, add a bunch of nails, it make a makeshift bat, but I mean that's all news. Let's instead put barbed wire around it. Just look at get that. Doesn't it look amazing? And then we turn this one. It's definitely gonna be make this some damage to the zombies. Alright. So the next thing to show is you pretty much I'm pretty sure that you have fired a fair share of firearms, right? Right, and then there's all most of the time the issue is that that the guns are separated into military and ranger, and so when you need a suppressor, some guns require you to find a military suppressor, some require to find a ranger suppressor, and for some guns you can only use the make. For some guns you can only put. Some guns can only use the makeshift muffler, and something can take a suppressor at all. And oh boy, let me not them on the. But this is gonna be simple. You take a ranger suppressor and ranger barrel, a military barrel, and a military suppressor, and basically you take all four of them and once you also increase your crafting smarts to level 3, you can take all four of them and combine them to an infinity suppressor. Because because of course the problem with the suppressor is that they have limited amounts of durability, which means you can only fire them a certain amount of times before they no longer suppress the sounds and no longer suppress the sound, and you have to repair them. With the infinity suppressor, it has infinite durability, which means it never you never need to repair it. And also another bonus, you can fit this into any gun which takes you can put this special suppressor on any gun which allows you to put you can put this on any gun which accepts barrel attachments. So as you saw, it could, for example, this Colt 1911, that it can normally it doesn't take a military or a ranger suppressor, only the makeshift muffler. But once you get an infinity suppressor, you can put that one on this gun instead, and yeah, we're gonna do some more field testing later, and let's scrap all. Actually, I'm gonna let those later because now I'm going to be allow me to harvest these indigo berries / blueberries. So let me show you another thing So we go to supplies. So yeah, 2 raw blueberries makes a refined blueberry, and 2 refined indigo berries makes a blueberry juice. And this is a drink, and it, trust me, it's really filling. Another thing you can do with your blueberry juice is that you can add a rope and 3 clutch to make a Molotov cocktail. And yeah, it does take a lot. And let me show you what happens when you drink blueberry juice. Pretty, yeah, it's pretty strong. And to make, and of course you can prevent, the defects by putting points into your immunity skills, so that it doesn't so it's not nearly as bad and it doesn't last that long. And lastly, we go to tools, and yeah, so a handheld GPS, 1 metal bar, 2 metal scraps, and crafting tool. You can make a car / vehicle GPS. And now it's time to go flip it off it. I have my truck over here, and yeah, I'm gonna be showing you now. Let's go on a smooth and even terrain here. So this car jeep, you install it into your on the dashboard, and yeah, there we go, much better. So as you can see, it provides a top view. It shows you a top town GPS view or GPS map. So basically this one, you don't need to constantly like stop every once in a while to look at your map. Instead, this one so as long as you know where you're going, just well, alright. So here we got the zombies and got a flamer. So infinity suppressor on the 1980. See, completely silent. Oh, and another thing, let's try. Home run! Look at that. Two backs to the head to two backs to the head with a regular swing, and one hit with the home run swing. Bad whoop! And just a crawler. Let's see how this does against the crawler. 1, 2 hits, 2 backs to the head on a crawler. And also, by the way, this is with no points in, and this is with no points spent on the over on this is with no points on the melee skill. Let me alright. Vest, gonna be needing that. Alright, so how about okay, so first of all, we're gonna be going over to and as you can see, it can be a little bit finicky, especially when you're going over when you're driving over hilly terrain, but as long as it's relatively smooth, you should be able to use the car GPS with no issue. So alright, so let's start. Black powder cartridges. That is. I mean, those are for another mode, which I won't be. So yeah, little bit of a mod showcase, a little. Next, that's gonna be helpful. Nothing here. Alright, so I mean, of course. Oh yeah, the GPS. Yeah, it's called car GPS, but if you want. But of course, if you want, you can put it on. And obviously, if you want, you can put the car GPS on another vehicle, like a boat. Oh yeah, the Molotov cocktail. I kind of forgot. So let's go back. And let's find some. Let's find a jump. Let's find a zombie to hit with the mo. Find a zombie which we to try. Let's find some more zombies and now we're going to be trying testing. I I'm gonna be showcasing the Molotov cocktail. So let's go to town. I mean, yeah, TG. Yes, can be. I mean, it can be a little bit hard to narrow around since it does. I mean, yeah, a negative with Molotov with the cartridge is that it does somewhat block your vision. So placement is key. So our Molotov. Yeah, obviously the Molotov cocktail doesn't really. Yep, and so yeah, that's what the Molotov cocktail is. Yeah. Not, not, not that effective on zombies, but well, yeah, more, definitely more effective against an actual living person. So, so you so you do have to consider that. So anyway, this is anyway. I'm gonna need. I'm gonna be. Sure, let's bump up the melee. Yeah, let's grab some more money. Oh yeah, that's not interesting in that. Is there no food in the mall? Really? I mean, isn't that just convenient to be able to be able to pretty much condense any cache you find then like that. So anyway, I guess that's so yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's gonna be doing this and wasn't that wasn't that fun just more. done for the day. Hope and hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully you got. Hopefully one, at least one of these mods is something you wanna try with yourself. And of course there will be links to this mod. There will be links to these mods in the description. The mods down in the video description, and yeah, I'm gonna make yeah, yeah, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and then anyway, I need to take a little. I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap, yes. A little bit of a nap and prepare for next day. So scram.